it to be.
And more. And welcome back to another episode of the Baseline Bums podcast. It's your host, Rob, aka B-Ball Archives. And once again, I got the bums in the house. AJ, James, thanks for joining me this evening. We got some fun Spurs stuff to talk about, some not fun Spurs stuff to talk about. But first and foremost, how are you guys doing?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Not too bad to say. It's a Tuesday. Not a lot's going on right now in the world of sports. Unfortunately, we got a lot of baseball, which is fine, but it's dog days of summer right now. But I mean, just kind of looking over your shoulder and you're going just a few more weeks, and we have football season, and just about a month away after that or so, we got basketball season again. The preseason also dropped too, and I don't know who we're playing first, but they're I think from China. So if we don't wax them with our C squad, we got issues already.
Yeah, send that weird man back to Indonesia.
So that's how we're starting the episode. Excellent. But I
come
could
at you
not,
like a spider monkey.
Oh my gosh, I love you guys wholeheartedly. But at the end of the day, I agree with you, AJ. It's kind of rough at this point in the summer when it's like you're longing for so much sports that's not happening.
Yep.
And yeah, we're kind of starved over here. But at the same time, we got a couple of good Spurs topics to get to. We need to talk about the new Spurs arena.
Project Marvel.
Yes.
The house that Wimby built.
I love that right there. But yeah, we've heard some details, and Spurs Sports and Entertainment and their partners have agreed to invest about $1 billion plus for this project that's going to feature a brand new stadium, but also a lot of really good nightlife things around the stadium itself. When you guys are looking at this proposed project, how are you guys feeling about it?
As a resident, and to peek behind the curtain, I'm the only one that lives here on the podcast. Adam doesn't count for now. And as a resident, it makes me so excited to just know that this is on the books and that the Spurs are putting their money where their mouth is. We saw this week that they're going to be putting $1 billion behind it, basically saying, we'll pay for the arena and you guys cover the cost of everything else, which I think is more than fair. And I think if it goes down, it'll probably be the most progressive construction project the city has ever undertaken.
I agree 100%. Also, what gets lost a lot of this is that it calls for basically a complete rebuild of the Alamo Dome. People aren't realizing that that's what's also included in this whole thing. And when you combine that stuff, because it looks like they're going to take it down to the studs and basically rebuild the whole thing. And I don't know if UTSA is going to continue to use it, or they're going to be moving to have a stadium on campus. We'll see. Hopefully go ahead.
They're going to be using the Alamo Dome.
I hope they do, especially if they redo it. It's going to look great if they redo it. Especially the drawings that I've seen. You put a little walkway that goes over the top of that with the actual Spurs arena. Also, one thing, man, we haven't done in 30 years is an all-star game. Mm-hmm. If we put this thing together, San Antonio is first on that list for the all-star game. I mean, think about the last time we actually had something. And then you watch what happened this past April with the Final Four. We were down there. There was a buzz to the city. It was awesome. Yeah. You add that, you put an all-star game to it. You put the Spurs going to the playoffs, all these other things that surround that area. And not to mention all the great workers that work downtown. They're going to get a bump during the week now because all of a sudden they have 18,000 people coming to their restaurants and stuff. So
be a lot of bumps taken during the week.
Well, that's the kind of environment we're trying to create. We're trying to create good vibes.
There's just a lot of things that people forget about whenever they hear this big project. And it's like there's layers to it. Look into it. It makes sense for the city. And I really hope it passes. And if it passes, I think, that's going to be huge.
Well, it's an investment. It is an investment in the things that we can get in the future. The NCAA has told San Antonio no more Final Fours until you get the Alamo Dome. fixed up. We're looking at 2026 hosting the World Cup, and San Antonio was left off of the host cities list because we didn't have the facilities for it. What are they going to do? Play a World Cup game at Alamo Stadium? Like,
That would be dope, actually.
I mean, it would.
I would
be
actually really
intended,
enjoy that because there's no
it's
reason
not
that
going
thing.
to happen.
Yeah.
And so, I think this is long overdue. And it's the city's chance, I think, to finally get it right when it comes to having an entertainment sports district accessible downtown for all of San Antonio to enjoy.
Yes, this is how you bring the community in. This is how you unite all of the really separated parts of San Antonio, where you can just have everyone go to this essentially San Antonio Mecca, and there's things around it that you can enjoy before and after a Spurs game. And I think that's the approach that they need to take. I've heard some people that they're like, oh, this is going to raise my taxes, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you're not looking at it in its totality. They're going to use local construction teams to help build the stadium. That's going to be a massive, massive job for those companies, like a billion or millions in contracts. And when we're looking at all of the other companies and organizations that are going to be involved in that, the community benefit is massive.
For sure.
And I think that, just being able to walk around before and after a game and not feel like you're going to get mugged is going to be a refreshing experience.
And I think it's the city took a gamble with the AT&T Center, and they were hoping that they could, I don't know, like buy land from the citizens of San Antonio, and they miscalculated it because, those plots of land have been in those families for generations, and it never made sense to put that arena where it was. And it's not the first time this city has done that. And it's I just look forward to getting it right.
Let me ask you guys something. Have you guys been to another basketball game outside of San Antonio somewhere?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I've been to a game in DC. I've been to a game in Chicago. I've been to Madison Square Garden. And I've been to Phoenix.
Yeah. So Rob, in most of those cases, if not all of them, there's stuff around it. Like there's things to do. There's restaurants to have, there's bars, and there's easy access to get to too. Like it's going to be a lot to undertake, and I think it's very possible for it to happen. It's going to be a pain in the ass. No one's going to be happy. 35 is still going to be under construction. Sorry, guys, but
35 is always under construction.
But you have other experiences too. I love going to Denver because I have family in Denver, and their scene up there is impeccable. It's perfect. The arena is right across the street from the baseball stadium, which is down the road from the football stadium, and there's like a full street of bars and restaurants and things like that. It's like the best thing you can do in terms of sports. You can go to like a Rockies game and a Nuggets game if they're able to play on the same day. Like that's insane.
I would love San Antonio to be, and we're getting, I guess, a little off topic, to be forward thinking when it comes to luring another professional sports team here.
Sure.
We never have been, and I know the opportunities are limited. People have their feelings about football and whatnot, but I have never heard a good reason why San Antonio couldn't support a professional baseball team here.
Yeah, they could.
We don't have huge devoted followings for the Astros or the Rangers here. Like it's not like a Cowboys situation.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I do see a lot of Rangers and Astros gear, but I don't know if it's just
they won recently.
Well, no, I agree. I don't know if it's just a bunch of T-shirt fans trying to jump on a bandwagon. So, if there really are diehard fans, I think that immediately, if there was a San Antonio team, you would win them over. That fandom is wavering.
The thing is, there are opportunities in baseball, whether or not they want to expand the league. And you look at a team like, Tampa, that literally doesn't have a stadium right now. They're playing in like a minor league ballpark. Like these are chances that if you're forward thinking, you got beaten to the punch twice by Las Vegas on a football team and on a baseball team.
Yep.
I know Vegas has a lot to offer, but so does San Antonio. We don't think like that.
Right. San Antonio just isn't the sexy city. Like it's,
We don't try to be.
right. We're like a very, just kind of, pull yourself up by your bootstraps kind of city, which ultimately I like, but things like Project Marvel need to be happening with more regularity to give, investors more of a just more of a positive outlook on what they're trying to do here. They need to see more development. And I think this may kind of create a snowball effect for other professional organizations that may be looking to find a more profitable market.
And then also just think about how cool downtown would look with this old school Mexican vibe with the buildings and everything like that. But then you also have this amazing a super new building with all the technology and the LED walls and everything like that. Like that could be a really cool combination. And we look back on it. And also with the way that these stadiums are being built now compared to they were 20 years ago, they're going to future-proof it. It's going to be future-proof. So all you got to do is do upgrades to certain things, but the structure is going to stay there forever. And now you have something you can kind of put your flag down and just stay there for a while.
Well, and to your point earlier, AJ, think forward a little bit. Think forward. You're playing downtown. You have a good team. You're in the playoffs. You're in the first round of the playoffs. People can go from Oyster Bake to a playoff game.
Oh no.
Just walk across the street.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Think about that atmosphere.
Stop the episode. Stop.
Oh no. Actually, they should cancel Project Marvel altogether. I don't want to see that.
That sounds straight up reckless and smelly. Like I'm not gonna lie. We can't have a court smelling like oysters.
Dude, but we could. We
could.
Much could.
But I mean, the amount of alcohol that would be consumed that day from one spot to another would be something that needs to be studied.
Yes, we would have to worry for Spurs fans.
But think about the vibe we'd have downtown for something. Like
it'd be great. It'd be awesome. I mean, for one of my birthdays, I think it was like turning 26 or 27. We did a pub run downtown. And it landed on a Friday.
I remember that.
Oh yeah, you were there. Yeah.
I was
so
there.
it was on a Friday, and pub run was obviously Spurs themed, and it was like the first game of the series? It was the first game because
it was game 3 of the OKC series. They ultimately lost.
We lost. I know we lost the series.
They won that game.
Yeah, they did win the game. I vaguely remember that. So,
you probably don't remember much of that night, but
I had a lot of Jameson that night. That was a fun night. But the vibe was fantastic. Everyone was wearing their Spurs stuff. All the TVs had it, and you were just bar hopping from place to place to place. And that vibe, like you were saying, just was so, I guess, so much fun because everyone was so invested. And you could realize, oh my God, like this is just community. And then you see them at the next pub run for whatever, and it becomes a great time. And it's going to be great for the community. You watch. Oh, speaking about. Whenever you see NBA final places, they have that pavilion where everyone's just kind of hanging out watching the game. That'd be a great place to go watch the Spurs play and still be downtown without a ticket.
I mean, what is our podcast called?
The Baseline Bums.
What are the Baseline Bums? How did this all get started? There was an arena downtown. People could get drunk and rowdy and go watch the Spurs for cheap. That's what the Baseline Bums are.
Yep.
And so, like... You are bringing in a whole new generation of fans to the team. You're investing in so much more than what you even think about. We've all touched on different points. Rob, you touched on, what
we like touching on this podcast too.
What corporate opportunities that you can have, that you open up the city for just by investing in yourself. So there are just untold benefits to this process or to this project going through, to this vote passing.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of work to get through, but if the right people have the right argument, I think it can happen. The big thing is we got someone like Wemby now, and like you said, the place that Wemby built, like that would be what it would come down to. And also, dude, think about all the statues we can finally put up nowadays too.
Oh my
we
God,
can put up all the statues now, and we can call it a day. I mean, we can do one big one of like a picture of all of them together, and then like George Gervin on the side. Like that would be dope. So now we even have a place to put these statues that I in my opinion, are desperately needed for a Spurs organization, the one like we have.
Yeah, we need a statue garden.
So would we have 6 statues?
You have Gervin, Robinson, and
Timmy.
then what do you do for Pop, Timmy, Tony, and Manu?
That's what I'm saying. Like you need 6. Like,
or do you have like a combined one for the big 3 and then have Pop on his, like how do you?
But see, I think Tim Duncan's legacy is such
Absolutely.
He needs to be recognized and appreciated individually. And I know that's not what he would even want, but you almost need to have his own statue.
Dude, and the best statue for him is him just hugging the ball with like half his face hidden, because that's Tim Duncan to me.
Yeah,
like
well, that's his
that would be
like
perfect.
the signature pose, that's how.
But also, Tim Duncan to me is wearing jean shorts with Birkenstocks, accepting the MVP. Just
also, I think a close second to what you said, AJ, would be him after, like, celebrating after he hit that 3 against Phoenix. Just but
with a straight face this time, not even like a smile, just.
Or he can be arguing a call.
Now here's the next question: does Manu get long hair or bald?
Ooh, I think you go long hair, because I think 05 Manu was
Manu was unstoppable.
That was peak Manu.
Yeah,
but he was bald Manu for probably longer.
You're right. So maybe you know what?
Those bunnies though.
It's dealer's choice right there, because I love both versions of Manu wholeheartedly. So if they were to sneak in either one,
he's like, can I wear a hat?
That'd be funny. They just give him like twice the amount of hair as before. They're like, wait a minute, he didn't have that much hair.
He's like, I went to Turkey.
Oh my
Got
goodness.
his ass shaved off and glued onto his head.
That sounds about right. That sounds like what you'd get.
I think for Tony, you do a teardrop. I think that would what you do for Tony. A teardrop, or you can do him and Manu like standing with their flags wrapped around their waist. That's a cool image too.
I love that. Yeah, see, if we were to do like a Manu Tony joint one, I would love that. Because I think that would make a lot of sense. But
you could do the one with Tony with the French flag wrapped around his waist with the Finals MVP trophy.
There you go.
Yeah, that would be really sick. But I think we're all in agreement that we need 6 different representations of all of Spurs greatness.
Do you think Pop would allow us to do the one where he's like sitting crying on the bench? Because I think for me, like that was so heavy. So heavy.
Yeah.
What would y'all think about this? Because San Antonio has always been a little bit different. We don't have the statues in. We already have, a few around town, but we open up the whatever the new building is going to be called downtown. Instead of statues, what if we did like legit murals?
Oh,
like a mural, like a courtyard with a mural wall.
I'd be down for that, especially after some recent statues have turned out to be dog shit.
That's true.
You kind of, like you were saying, AJ, future-proof it,
Yeah.
And then just keep adding people like as like from behind.
It's cheaper too.
It is cheaper.
It is, especially you don't want to have like the D Wade statue unveiling where it was just like you have all those people there,
a whole new head.
You have all those people there to unveil Thanos, and you're like, good God. So
the Cristiano Ronaldo statue from
that was a good one.
Oh man, just what a
looks like Beavis.
And
does the Coyote get a statue?
I see. Probably not. I love the Coyote,
but he gets a piece of art. You can like make a piece of art and put him just like in the courtyard or something.
Oh yeah, I feel like there's representations of the Coyote all over the arena, though.
True.
There's a lot of stuff and it's like the Coyote lives on. Like he's gonna still be, out and about shooting the t-shirt cannon in the game. So it's like the Coyote's not retiring.
Dude, that Coyote book is awesome. I highly recommend it. It's a great read. it is interesting on what goes on behind the scenes and everything that the dude had to deal with. It was nuts.
Yeah, that sounds like a really, really just back-breaking job a lot of times.
Literally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quite literally.
Back catching, back breaking, all of it.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I
yes, on
really,
Project Marvel.
yeah, really. I mean, I enjoyed how that turned into like whose statues we should have, and yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that segue right there. But I feel like we need to get into a little bit less exciting news, a little bit less sexy news. So De'Aaron Fox recently, we found out there's a little bit of a hamstring injury, a little bit of a muscle issue, but there's been mixed reports about it. We're hearing things where he's going to be out for multiple months. Some stuff that said he's going to miss parts of the regular season. There's recent reports that say, that's a bunch of bullshit. He's only going to miss a couple of months.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of waiting to hear more about it. I know that he's not going to Asia to do the tour with Under Armour and Steph Curry and all that stuff. He's not doing that. And that doesn't start for, a couple of weeks. So this is definitely a proactive kind of move. Do you feel like this is something that could be lingering into the 2025-26 season?
I'm not worried about it yet. I'm not worried about it until someone legitimate tells me that I need to be worried about it.
Yeah, I'm coming in the same boat too. It's one of those, like, I hope it's not real, but also if he's using this to get out of going to Asia, I understand. Maybe he's just like, I just don't want to go. I don't want to do it. I don't want to deal with it. So I'll just say I have a hamstring injury, so I don't have to go. And
that would be very Spursy.
Right.
That's what I mean. We know how to do it.
I also felt like his statement, like part of it was a little sarcastic, where he's like, "Man, I really wanted to go unveil the Steph Curry twos." And I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, did you really?" I was like,
the thing is, like, it's July 29th. That injury was announced a few days ago. So even if it's a worst case scenario, like hamstring torn clean off, that's a 3 to 5 month injury. We're talking about maybe a month of the regular season that he'd miss.
Yeah.
So, like, even if it is worst case scenario at this point, it's okay.
Right.
Like, I don't see how any of those reports that we were initially getting of he'll miss the whole season. That's impossible. You can't miss the whole season with a hamstring injury.
Right.
Right. Did they? Yeah, I was about to say, did he tear his hamstring and then figure out he has like cancer or something?
Yeah,
like what? Like
leg off? Like, no. The conspiracy theorist in me has this angle to it, though. It's worse than they're letting on, and they don't want it to impact contract negotiations. Because we are expecting a pretty hefty contract for De'Aaron Fox in the coming weeks. So that's just kind of my thought of it, is like they're trying to be a little unclear about it for negotiation purposes.
Yeah, honestly, part of me doesn't really like. Yeah, like, I mean, I don't hate that for his situation, but at the end of the day, if we end up signing De'Aaron Fox to a long-term deal and this ends up being not a hamstring problem but a knee problem, that's a situation where I'm going to feel like we got a little bit fleeced, because then I'm starting to wonder, did Sacramento know about this? Like, like what was this, like something that, it wasn't just the wrist. We also know he's got a lingering knee problem too.
Or we do know, and that's why we got Dylan Harper.
Dude, we're getting into some deep conspiracy right now.
Well, no. And good teams would draft Dylan Harper no matter what.
Right.
Teams like the Kings would say, "Oh, we already have De'Aaron Fox. We're going to draft Ace Bailey or some shit like that." Like, that's what separates the Spurs from the Kings. That's,
Of
why we
course.
have those banners up there.
A lot of 4D chess, though.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you can't be sure, because there's hundreds of millions of dollars on the line when we talk about these contracts and extensions and what that means. So, if he's not being, completely honest or there's kind of ambiguity about,
Mhm.
the contract situation, man, that could be something that unfolds
No,
later. That's not, that's not
no,
very savory because I go back to, Kawhi
Kawhi.
and
Yeah.
his lingering injuries. And it's, that's enough to ruffle your stars players enough to make them
Now,
leave.
yeah, and do you think though, like the Spurs have good medical people, so they're not handing out $250 million to De'Aaron Fox without looking at him? There's just not going to happen.
Right.
Like this is that's where this differs from the Kawhi situation. Is like Kawhi was already here. De'Aaron
Right.
Fox, if you don't want our $250 million and don't want us to look at your leg, then good luck getting it from anyone else.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's a very good point.
All
But
things can be true.
you're right. But
If
even
you
if
are
he
very much
is,
woke,
but even
Kyrie,
if he is, going to miss significant amount of time, and he does, miss some of the regular season, the beginning of it, like all that's going to mean is more minutes out of the gate for Dylan Harper. He's gonna, him and Castle are going to get the true starter experience side by side, and
Great.
yeah, it's going to happen sooner rather than later. I'm not too mad about it either. So I saw that report and I was like, this on paper maybe means we need to shift our expectations if he does miss part of the regular season.
And with a guy like DJG, I mean, that just makes that even better now. So, he can come in and get minutes too if he really needed to. So that I just feel good about kind of where we're at. And, maybe it's not crazy to have too many guards.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think this may just, if Dylan Harper steps in and he becomes more than we really thought, this may just be that little gap at the beginning of the season where, De'Aaron Fox is coming back from the hamstring problem and, Dylan's got to play a little bit more than we thought. And he's showing more promise right away. I see a world where that happens.
hear me out, guys. Starting point guard, Jeremy Sohan.
I'm out.
Hey, what is this episode in like 2022 or what?
Honestly, like
2023?
like I was all for the experiment. I was for it before they even put it into practice, and I don't know if I've ever been more wrong about anything. And if you've listened to this podcast, I've been wrong about some things.
James, his jump shot is great now. I don't know if you've seen the videos on Twitter. They're just like Ben Simmons shots. They're just all going in.
Hey, the one difference between the two, and I'll always give Jeremy Sohan credit for this, is at least he's willing to take it. It might not look pretty, it might not go in all the time, but at least he's willing to take it.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. I straight up feel like there's a lot of improvement left in Jeremy Sohan, whereas I should still be feeling that way about Ben Simmons, but I don't.
Yeah, and one was the generational number 1 overall pick of the draft. Generational.
Yeah, we throw around that term way too much. Generational means generation, about 20 years or so. So if you get a generational player every year, then we're just saying fuck all to the meaning. That's why I had to just crush a lot of Cooper Flag fans when they're like, he's generational. I'm like, no, that was Wemby 2 years ago.
He's really good. He's really good.
Yeah, he's really good, but he's not generational.
I don't know if they make the playoffs with him, with the amount of time that Kyrie's going to be out. That's a topic for a different day, but he's a great player. Generational is what we see with Wemby, and that's why I think people are still counting us out. But I've seen a lot of reports that they're picking us to make the playoffs straight up at 6. So that's pretty cool to see that some reporters are saying that. But I mean, we got to go out and do it.
Anthony Davis is going to walk into the Hall of Fame. First ballot, straight up walk into the Hall of Fame the day he's eligible. He is not a generational prospect, never was, never has been. So, like, think of that when we throw that word around.
Right. I mean, he's one of the most impressive first overall picks we've seen in the last 20-something years, but still not generational.
Yeah,
still
he's not LeBron.
not.
He's not Tim Duncan.
He needed LeBron.
He's not Wemby.
Not Wemby. Not Hakeem.
Yeah. Right.
That's the craziest thing about like Hakeem I heard is, people in Houston never say, oh, we could have had Jordan.
No.
You never hear a Rockets fan say, we could have had Jordan.
Right. I mean, if I go back to that draft, I still don't know if I take MJ. I still don't know. I mean,
Over
I still,
Hakeem, I mean,
yeah,
at the
I'm
time.
Not
I
after
mean,
what you saw with Hakeem in college.
right. But even knowing how their careers go, like knowing what they end up doing for their respective teams, I don't know if you could turn down the two-way success.
All right. So all
That's
right.
I'll still take Davis Webb over Baker Mayfield battle.
Okay. That's on a tech show, guys. Check this out in the fall, coming soon. So we mentioned Jordan and Olajuwon. I think this would be a fun little conversation real quick. Jordan and Olajuwon, who had a better Twilight team? Olajuwon with the Raptors or MJ with the Wizards?
In terms of what?
Oh,
Like,
dude, it's MJ with the
MJ?
Wizards. It's
What did
MJ with the
Olajuwon-
Wizards.
What did they make the playoffs at all? The Raptors back when he moved over?
God, I don't.
Dude, he
think so.
he was hot dog water with on the fucking Raptors. He was putting up like I don't know his stats right at the top of my head, but let's go ahead and look it up. But I don't think they were much of anything.
It's weird.
The better question is Hakeem on the Raptors or Ewing on the Magic.
That's a more
Ooh.
that's a more accurate one.
Was it
Wait,
was it Sean Kemp and Hewen? Were they together?
No. Wait, well, wasn't Ewing on the Sonics for a bit?
Yes. Right?
So maybe
No.
they worked together there. But it would have been fat Sean Kemp.
Olajuwon with the Raptors put up 7 points and 6 rebounds.
He's still blocking
Woo!
shots though.
Was he there for more than a year or just 1 year?
He was there for 61 games. He in 22 minutes a game. Yeah.
Not
That's
bad.
yeah, it's actually not terrible. I mean, that's like half of what he used to play. So I mean, you got to think if he played 30 minutes a game, he probably put up a double-double. Yeah. Not at the end of the world, but at the same time, like Jordan's putting up a 20 piece for the Wizards, and he only started to play because he was like, fuck this bullshit. I actually want my team to win games. And he was the owner, and he was,
It made him divest, but
it did. But at the same time, he went like head to head with Jerry Stackhouse, who at the time was putting up 29 a game. And he was like, dude, I'm taking the shots. Like, fuck what you're trying to do. I just think MJ, like later in his career, just it wasn't comparable. But yeah, if I'm a GM going into that draft, I don't know. I'm probably taking Hakeem though.
Yeah.
if y'all know the stories, it's very bold of anybody to go head to head with Jerry Stackhouse. You don't want to scrap with that man.
No. Yeah.
Ooh, I just thought of Tony Parker in a Hornets jersey. Ugh.
No, that's
was rough.
that's
That
a
was a rough
sick
time.
that's a sick thought.
That was a sad day. That was a sad day.
Speaking of
But
the
at the-
Hornets, did y'all see LaMelo's toes?
I thought that was fake.
Oh, I thought it was real. Shit, did I get fooled by the internet?
Did you get AI'd?
I don't know.
Well, I saw
He had
he
had hot
tattooed
Cheeto
his
tattoos.
feet. Yeah.
The hot
think-
Cheeto bullshit?
hot Cheetos.
God, that looked fucking terrible. That whole trend is bullshit. I've seen multiple girls like do like the blue foot thing, and I'm like, what are you like, you're gonna regret this in like 3 years.
We need to
Not
do
if you marry
something so we
Rex
go
Ryan.
viral too. What do you want us to do? Show our titties?
Oh, I've already done the blue penis. I'm gonna unveil that next episode.
Mine's the American flag with the eagle on it. So, you know.
Yeah. So I guess, what are we talking about, De'Aaron Fox?
We were talking about a hamstring injury.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is July 29th.
So I guess with all that, just it could be all of the things that we talked about. It could be whatever. I'm not too worried about it. We're in with July right now. Wake me up when it's September and we're still talking about it.
Wake me up
Yeah.
when September ends, right?
That's what
Yep.
they say.
Green
I think that was made for
Day.
the NBA. Huge
Absolutely.
NBA fans of Green Day.
But at the end of the day, yeah, unless he's having surgery or something, I'm not super worried about it. We'll see him at the start of the regular season unless we hear different. Yeah, it's still fuck yeah, go Spurs go. But yeah, just some other off-season shenanigans. Have y'all seen this Luka is skinny stuff?
Thirst traps, dude. Like that dude got
Emphasis
traps
on traps,
man. Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to Luka. I don't know if the Mavs just needed to wake up a beast or what. It looks insane. I'm excited. I'm excited that we don't have to wait to see this version of Luka until October. We get to see him like here in the next couple of weeks at Eurobasket, and that's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Yo,
Oh, yeah.
Let me see what happens post All-Star break when he comes back 20 pounds, 25 pounds heavier and looking a little beer gutty.
Oh, he's going to be 280 come March.
Give this half a season. Let's see where we are.
Absolutely. Yeah. As soon as he goes back and eats at all the food trucks in LA, he's going to be plumping right back up. Right now, he's just eating slim pickings because I feel like he's, like AJ, you were saying, focused on Eurobasket stuff this summer. But I don't know how that's going to change this NBA season.
Did y'all see that Men's Health article that he was on the cover of that mixed up his combine stats with Dante DiVincenzo? Said he had a 42-inch vertical. I'm like, on what planet does you need like half the gravity of this earth to give Luka Doncic a 42-inch vertical?
Yeah, I'm like, when did
you put a cheeseburger up there or something? But
we love Dante DiVincenzo references on this podcast very much so.
Oh yes, yes, the DiVincenzo. But at the same time, I agree. I feel like these Luka skinny videos, it's like I'm not buying them the same way I'm not buying the Zion skinny videos. The same way I'm not
seen those.
Are you kidding me? Like like every time he gets like injured or something, they're like, he's gonna he's gonna slim down and I'm really not buying them. I'm not buying the Ben Simmons off-season jumper videos. Yeah, I'm not buying any of that stuff.
I'm not buying James Harden shaved his beard.
Well, that was fake. That was completely fake.
That came out fake. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Now, if he fixed up his teeth, maybe I'd buy it. But
yeah,
that has to get so gross. Like I get annoyed with this. Like I can only imagine like how sweaty his has been for so long. Like, ooh.
I mean,
it's not worse than dreads.
At a certain point, you just live with the beard. Like it just becomes a part of your face. Like you just have barbecue sauce in there. You get, some cheese stuck in there. And this gentleman right here, Cam, knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Goodness, Cameron Eller.
Cam's in here. We're talking about beards and getting things stuck in them. And that's something that happens on a regular occurrence.
Animals.
Absolutely. And that's what happens to James Harden on a regular basis. But he's also said that it's like a part of his personality, a part of his identity, his brand. You're not going to just shave off something because, you willy-nilly when it's, such a part of how you make money. It's your nickname, the beard.
Yeah. For a few years, Khloe Kardashian got stuck in there. I think Lil Baby got stuck in there for a few years. Like,
Cam says, "Holy haircut, James."
Yeah. Now you see all of my cranium.
Yes, we see all your ball knowledge just floating to the top of your head. I love it.
Did y'all see what Marcus Morris did?
Oh my god!
What the hell did he do?
Oh, hold on.
He did a lot of financial crimes.
Yeah, he.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Hold on.
I forgot.
I have it saved. I'll tell you. So Marcus Morris allegedly stole more than $250,000 from Las Vegas casinos per TMZ Sports. So, like, basically, he got some stuff out and it all died.
He was doing real estate scams too. I heard. Like, he was all over the map with the fraud.
That's really unfortunate when you see, former pros kind of going down that route, because it's like you have so much money, you could actually properly invest that and make bukus, but you're choosing to just do some shady ass business for no reason. That's wild. That's wild to me.
Yeah, and also like it's casino stuff. So like you get a credit, you pay it back. Like that's how it works, and you should be able to pay it back pretty quickly if you're Marcus Morris.
Also, you're never gonna win that game.
Yeah,
Like
no.
stealing money from the
Bruno
casinos.
Mars. Bruno Mars. So
almost out of debt.
Dude, the way I think about Bruno Mars is the same way that Michael Jordan was like handcuffed during Space Jam, like just playing 1-on-1 with the guests and losing every time. Like that's how I think of Bruno Mars, like with MGM right now.
Yeah, I mean that checks
he's almost
out.
Out of debt, almost.
Right, you got to break off that shackle whenever you're paid off all your owings.
A few more K-pop hits and he'll be right there.
Cam said, if you aren't executing real estate scams, are you even trying?
He gets it.
I mean, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah, I mean, you got to feed your family. There you go.
Barry Bonds motto.
Right. Yeah, he's a beacon of integrity.
Integrity.
Integrity weed.
Oh my God,
weed.
South Park.
Dude.
So that episode was nuts, guys.
That happened.
Dude, spot on. Like the day after you ink a $1.5 billion deal with Paramount, you drop that gem.
And then you see them at Comic-Con, they're like, sorry.
Yeah,
very sorry.
We're sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry. Like honestly, just
sorry.
Straight up geniuses to have that quality just put out immediately, dude. That's insane.
That's what we're striving to be here on the Baseline Bones podcast.
Right.
One day.
Yeah. We will
just need a couple $1 billion and we'll be right there.
Right. That sounds ideal. Let's hit up Paramount right now for that.
Yeah, if you want to see this podcast go off the walls, give us money.
Absolutely. But one of the ways that you can give us money,
you won't ever see me again.
Rob, how can they give us money but legally?
Well, one of the ways that we do earn money as the podcast is we partner with people like the Solar Scouts. So you go to the solarscouts.com, this link below right here, figure out how to get you and your family some clean, reliable solar energy. They'll give you a consultation, figure out what plan makes sense for you, and they'll help lower your monthly bill. Get rid of your electric bill and get a clean, fresh solar bill. You do all of that with this link right here, the solarscouts.com/bums. Hit them up. They're great people, great product, all the above. You won't be sorry.
The link below.
Yes, indeed. Absolutely. But yeah, guys, I kind of have a couple of quick little bit I want to do that's called the San Antonio all-time leaders. It's a new segment, and we're just going to do a couple of categories. I'm going to see if y'all can guess the all-time leader in this Spurs category.
Leader of cola.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
A little bit less confident about this one.
All right. All right. Well, let's start off with an easy one. Like, who has the most blocks in Spurs history?
Timothy Theodore Duncan.
Yeah, that one.
That is correct. Who has the most points per game in Spurs history?
Is there a minimum?
The number you're trying to hit is 26.3. That's the most.
Oh, no, I mean like games played. Like, there's not like someone that played 10 games and did like a crazy.
No.
Okay.
No,
it has to be Gervin. Gervin's getting a lot of buckets.
Yeah, I don't think Tim ever hit 26. It either have to. I think it was David because David won the scoring title.
That is correct.
David?
Mm-hmm. Dave Robb. All right.
Although Gervin probably won a scoring title.
If we were counting ABA, it would be Gervin. That's an important distinction. If we were counting ABA, it would be Gervin.
I always count ABA in my head. That's why I got it wrong.
All right. So the next one is going to be a tough one. Steals per game.
Tough one. Well, if it was a tough one, it wouldn't be Tony Parker.
Just think about some of the all-time clamps in Spurs history.
Bryn Forbes.
Ooh, almost.
Marco Bellinelli.
I didn't say Cones.
Is it Bruce?
No, that's a good guess though. That's a good guess. Let me see where he is on this list. Bruce is actually not even top 10? What the heck?
I got one more guess. Would it be Alvin Robertson?
That is correct. Dude, 2.9 a game. That's wild.
Monster. We worked with his daughter at Aerotech, actually. I heard he was a terrible person.
I worked with his son.
No, that sucks. I hate to hear that. You
He's
never
been
once
to jail multiple times. We've been through this.
that checks out. All right. In Spurs history, who has the most 3-point field goal attempts per game?
Per game?
Per game.
Shit, I felt like Sean shot a lot, but so did Chuck Person.
This would probably have to be recent, though, just because of the way the game is played now.
Go with that thinking.
Per game. Is it Wemby?
It's Wemby. 6.8. What the fuck?
Is that his career for the season?
Oh my god.
That's for a season.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh wait, actually this might be a career number. Yeah, I think it is career. 6.8. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. No, it's just the way it is now.
He does it in so many ways too. It's not just like pull up shots. It's like one footers,
one-legged, yeah.
Step back. Yeah. There you go, Cam. Cam got it right.
Yeah, Cam did get it right. All right, who has the most triple doubles in Spurs history?
DeJounte Murray.
That is correct.
Yeah,
that's correct.
Does he have 8, 10, something like that?
17.
He's got 17.
Oh, wow, shit, that was way off.
So you're looking up these stats. There we go.
My hands are here on my dick. I mean,
all right. Well, then we're gonna break into a hard one then. All right.
That's what she said.
Yes, indeed. Who has the best box plus minus in Spurs history?
Ooh.
I'm waiting for one of these to be like Terry Porter or Antonio Daniels or some shit.
Cam guessed Walter Cronkite.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Somehow that's correct.
Coffee black.
I guess, how far back does that go? Plus minus.
Box plus minus is a newer stat. I don't know how long they went back to keep it.
Don't go with that thinking.
Is this Mike Mitchell or someone like?
It's not Mike Mitchell at all. But did I give you hope right there that it was close?
No,
Okay.
Not at all. I'm just like, is Vinny Del Negro?
No.
Part of me wants to say Manu, but I don't think it's Manu.
Manu's 5th in box plus minus.
Is it Michael Finley?
Negative.
Oh.
Is it Fabricio Oberto?
No. This is this is a guy who won a lot.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what box plus minus indicates, honestly.
It's math, James. Not that hard.
It is. I went to Tech. I was elected to lead, not to read. Is it Sean?
No, negative. All right, I'm gonna give you all this one. This one was D-Rob. I was trying to give you all the D-Rob.
Yeah, I outsmarted myself on that one.
All right.
Sometimes the easiest answer is the right answer.
All right. Who has Okay, who has the? Okay, I know I don't want to do that one. Okay,
The
who
biggest
has?
dick.
Well, we
Terry
all.
Cummings.
Who has the highest assist percentage in Spurs history? Right now, I'm trying to just make y'all think a little bit. Who's diming?
Tony, Avery, Manu. Thinking of like, could it be anyone outside of those? Could be DeJounte.
DeJounte's 8th.
I feel it has to be like a swinger that just had.
Swinger.
Oh, is it
holiday.
Boris Diaw?
No,
Oh, that was a good guess, though. You know it was.
he's not top 10.
He should be. That's ridiculous.
He should. He should.
Yeah, is it Chris Paul?
No, it's not. It's not Chris Paul.
Is it Manu?
Manu is not correct. Not top 10.
Is this a we're thinking too much about it?
Well, you just got to think about guys that dime for the Spurs.
Well, my first two guesses would have to be Avery Johnson.
He's second.
Tony?
Okay. Yes, Tony.
Tony is 4th.
Who else is diming for us? I mean, like, shit, we only had one point guard for the past 20 years.
Let's think about the eras. Let's think about Spurs dimers over the history. Who's who's dishing out the pill like that?
You said it's not DeJounte, right?
DeJounte is 8th on this.
Okay.
If he's never like,
It's not Josh Primo. He didn't get a
he's
shot.
dishing out something else.
Yeah, he's exposing himself in a different way.
Is it Johnny Moore?
It is Johnny Moore. There we go. I wanted to give a Johnny Moore shout out.
That shouldn't be as deep of a pool as it is, but it is. I played against Johnny Moore teams a couple of times.
Absolutely, and people forget about how much of an efficient passer he was. There was a Western Conference Finals, I think it was 1981, where he maybe I can't remember if that's the right year.
Maybe.
Yeah, I can't remember which year it was, but he out assisted Magic Johnson. He had more assists, had fewer turnovers, and you look at the box score, and it looks like Johnny Moore just straight up outplayed Magic Johnson, and it was like, holy shit.
Wait, no, 7.
Yeah, I think it was
77 was the Eastern Conference Finals against the Bullets.
Yeah, I think I need to look up what year it was, but Stack Jack was known for his passing. Cam.
That guy.
He was known for fighting with everyone and thinking he was better than Manu and not fitting as well as he should have because of his attitude. But
yeah, well,
that's
what can you do?
Thing. Yeah, I mean,
he shouldn't have left it the first time. I'm just saying that right now.
Well, I agree, but he was being too stubborn and wouldn't like all we were saying like, hey, you're not going to play as much as Manu, and Tony's going to take priority of the on ball duties, and it's like he just wasn't fully cool with that, and like we were like, oh yeah, you're just going to be right behind Manu in the rotation, no big deal, and he wasn't cool with that, and
then 10 years later, he wasn't cool with it being Danny Green or Kawhi Leonard. So
hey, but we got T-Mac in a Spurs jersey because of it.
Yeah, we did.
And we can all celebrate that one.
Yeah, that's
magical playoff run. We almost got T-Mac a ring.
We almost did. That would have been sweet.
Yeah,
that would have been. You know how mad Houston fans would have been if he came to the Spurs and we got him a ring? Like,
would they have been more upset than Mavs fans when Michael Finley did it?
Yes, they would definitely be more upset about it.
I don't know. I think that would be the kind of bullshit that people would use to rank him higher. So I think that maybe Houston fans would have loved to have said like, oh, T-Mac's a champion. We could rank him even higher on these all-time lists. I could see some.
Is Mike Finley's number retired in Dallas?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know.
And I also don't give a shit, to be honest with you.
Yeah. But that's a perfect segue into some dunks.
Ooh. Rob, why don't you go first this time?
All right.
You should go first.
Yeah. I I'm gonna dunk on, and this is gonna sound really hateful, but since that Bleacher Report top 100 list came out a while back, which was, I think it was a couple weeks ago, I've just seen a myriad of content, and it's mainly come from like these really hard, dedicated Kobe fanboys.
Oh
And
yeah.
and it's a lot of people that are upset about him being ranked at 11. They're saying, he should be 2 or she should be 3 or 4. And I don't know. I just don't like the discourse around it because I think it's turning a lot of what the all-time rankings are. They're turning it into a really emotional argument.
Yeah.
And I've been on a couple of lives recently where you really can't even bring up Tim Duncan. You can't even bring up Shaq.
Yeah.
And you're just like, no, they're not even on the same level as Kobe, even though you're, saying very reasonable things. And yeah, I just don't necessarily like Kobe fans nowadays making me have to say bad things about Kobe because I don't
Yeah.
want to. I
No,
just
for
want to
sure.
I just want to be accurate and talk about his game and where he stands among the greats. And the fact that people are getting so defensive and so over the top crazy about where they see him ranked from just a random list is absurd. So
I
I'm
mean,
dunking on the crazy Kobe fans.
well, there's been a
Reason-
lot of great players, man. Like there's been a lot of great players in the NBA who've played, and there's 5 positions to each one, so it's tough to narrow it down to 10 because you think about it's 2 rotations, right? So like just hey man, it's tough, and it's your opinion. In their mind, Kobe can be number 1. That's your list. Who gives a shit? So it's just sometimes facts are facts though.
Reason
yeah.
went out the door with that conversation in January of 2020, unfortunately. So
I agree wholeheartedly, but there was things that have been said where it's like I've literally heard the Kobe was a better leader than Tim Duncan, and I'm like,
Mhm.
holy shit! Like, do
factually incorrect.
we forget like the butting heads with Shaq and the fact that we didn't know what the Mamba mentality was until 2006?
Dude,
Like
The
what?
trade
Like
demands.
what are we like?
Shaq said to suck my ass.
Yeah.
The Mamba mentality wasn't really a thing until he retired. Like
Exactly. And it's like we're supposed to believe that like that was the thing the whole time. But I was like, Tim Duncan came into the league and was,
Winning.
yeah, leadership right away.
Also,
Did it?
he also swept that Laker team in '99. So
Yeah.
that, I mean, they got
no,
us back.
that's a very worthy dunk.
Right. So it's
like
it's not a Kobe dunk. It's just on these stupid fanboys.
It's the stands.
Yeah, I can't stand you over the last couple weeks. Y'all have been insufferable.
I can't stand you.
I can't stand you. Yeah.
Seinfeld reference, if y'all get it.
Yeah. George can't stand you. Yeah. All right. James, who you dunking on?
I am dunking on the month of July.
Let's do it.
What does July have to offer us other than back to school commercials, which remind us of our impending traffic and school related doom, hot weather, random flash floods, and nothing on TV other than Shark Week? Like what good does, and if you have a July birthday, I'm sorry, but let's be honest, July's kind of the worst month of the year.
Some
really
people
is.
would argue this is the
Tuesday
best
of
month.
So James
what's the
said
best
he
month?
doesn't care about America.
James said, "I don't go outside, and this is why."
Well, I mean, do you need me to tell you that? Look at me.
Right.
It is
and
hotter
so,
than
yeah.
hell, and there's nothing on besides people saying there's only X amount of weeks until football season.
Yeah,
So
Shark
that's
Week,
really all July is.
Yeah, it's the Tuesday of months. The best month is probably October or November. I'm a Christmas guy, so maybe December. Somewhere in there. It's definitely in the fall, I think, but that's neither here nor there. But July, fuck you.
Yeah, but also in July we do get Christmas in July on the Hallmark Channel, and that's kind of dope.
I can have Christmas whenever I want to. Christmas lives in here, and it does because I've seen Krampus, and when it doesn't, that's when Krampus comes and hunts you. So
Actually, yeah, keep watching those Hallmark movies because at the same time, I like working on them. They're
absolutely.
they're very chill, very formulaic. I'm not stressed when I'm working on those. They pay well. Yeah, keep watching those.
They're the best. It's like, who knew that these two friends in high school could grow so far apart, but then come back and fall in love?
Right. We filmed it in 10 days. Enjoy. Yeah. Pure craziness. But AJ, who
who am I gonna dunk on today?
Yeah.
So many different people out there today. Who am I gonna dunk on? Well, I think I'm gonna dunk on Angel Reese. She made a comment recently. I don't know if you guys saw this, but
I dunked on Angel Reese recently, and you're dang.
So she said, "Y'all make $1,400 a week. I make $1,400 in 7 days." So I don't think she understands what that means. And
is that a real quote?
That's what people are reporting. I hope it's not. If it is, then yeah, you're gonna get dunked on. If not, then man, that's some good reporting.
Good Lord. Yeah. If she doesn't understand the error there, that's absolutely wild.
But I will say, I think my dunk though, for real is gonna be on the WWE. This new show that came out, James, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Basically is like quarterbacks.
We might disagree on this, but
I hate it. I don't hate it for more than just it's too much of a peek behind the curtain. And I'm not a huge fan of. I would like to keep some kind of mystery to professional wrestling because that's when it's fun.
Because it's still real to AJ, damn it.
It is real to me. I just want to see how the cookie's made, man. That's just how it is. Like it's cool, but it's like frustrating because all the ideas that you have and like, oh, I want to see this guy get pushed and stuff, and then you see them talk about it and go, no, he sucks, and then move on to the next one. You're like, you had an opportunity, and that's what pisses me off. So I'm gonna dunk on WWE for it.
I only watched an episode, but I like the first episode so far. I don't have the attachment to kayfabe. I'm probably not as pure as you are, AJ, with my fandom.
Well, I have been watching old WCW pay-per-views. I'm in the middle of Fall Brawl 96, and I realized the giant Paul White is actually 24 in this, and it's pretty nuts that he was getting put over by the Macho Man and Hogan and shit. So, yeah, SummerSlam podcast to come. So, will be maybe more dunks on WWE, depending on how this weekend goes.
Yeah, we're gonna have a WWE episode in a week or so. So yeah, if you're into that,
odds we see Cardi B's areolas, 100%.
That's enough to blind you. But yeah, guys, that feels like a good episode. If you're still in here with us after all of those fantastic dunks, we appreciate you. This podcast would not be the same without you. We love coming here every week and talking Spurs hoops and talking shenanigans and all that fun stuff. But if you weren't here, if you were not a part of this community, it would not be the same without you. So we not only love you, we love you hard around here. So absolutely horde. But yeah, that sounds like a good episode. I think we're gonna end this one just like we end all the episodes, and that's with a go Spurs, a go.